fact true that we can discuss me going back into my office?
You can discuss it. I was just looking through notes. I think you had adopted a resolution a few months ago.
That's for the
That
new,
was for
that's for the upcoming.
2022.
Yeah, that's for
2022.
2022. But, you know, I wanna think about things. I mean, if you guys wanna discuss it, I don't know if I'm ready to make any kind of decision tonight.
Well, I have an office in this building. This building was shut down for COVID, which eliminated taxpayers from being available to come in. That's over. Everything is opened up. So I don't know what choice you have to make. I have an office in this building. And to give you a little background, from 2010 till 2017, I spent $25,000 of my money in rent and telephone charges to be in this building to service the taxpayers. I feel that strongly that they deserve to have someone centrally located to come in and pay their taxes. I don't know what the holdup is
I'm sorry,
on
what
your end.
year was that?
From 2010 to 2017, when you guys offered me rent-free office.
Yes, okay, I just didn't hear that date.
Yes. So I have an office in this building. Why can I not access that office?
I would like to digest that and think about it. I'm not ready to make a motion.
It's up to the board. Anybody, other comments for the board?
You talk about being neighborly, Rick. You wanted Michelle Dupre to pay for an expense at the Dairy Queen and asked her, couldn't she be neighborly? What is the problem with you allowing the taxpayers to come into their building to pay the taxes which they want to do? I never knew your wife until she came in yearly to pay her taxes in this building, Rick. I don't understand what the problem is, why residents can't come into their own building and pay taxes.
Ms. Spears, respectfully speaking, I don't think it's fair for us to engage on non-topics of what you're asking to incite anger and angst here. I appreciate your question. I think it's 100% valid. I think the board can agree. You also know the process of how these meetings are held, and that you have every right to pen an email to the board even a day or two and get it on the agenda. So the board can absorb. We have a lot here that we spend days before a meeting trying to digest and understand. So a quick snap decision is something that's not out of the realm. You could have sent an email.
A snap decision, I assumed that we could come here and speak to a topic.
You absolutely
I have an office, I'm an elected official. That office has been in this building since, this building has been a record for 30, 40 years, whatever it is. The law did not change yet from what Ms. Dupre said. So it can be discussed and it can go on the agenda. You go in executive session about a lot of things, can't you? I mean, I have an office.
I'm feeling
If you're not
pressure.
ready to make a decision, then that's
Okay.
it.
I have a time, unfortunately, I have a time, I could not make the last meeting because I had an aunt that had issues in Cleveland and I had to go there. So I couldn't come to the last meeting.
Sorry.
I have to get my tax statements out by August 15th. They have to be printed. My hours have to be on there
Right.
to show when the availability is. If you wait till the next meeting, that doesn't give me time to stuff 4,000 envelopes and get them in the mail.
Right. An
I have a
email, I
personal
think, would have
conflict
been
burden.
prudent, but I don't know, the board, if you can make a comment or speak, I spoke on my thoughts.
I'm not ready to make any decision.
I mean, can we meet on it and send you an email?
No, that would be a
Oh.
sunshine violation.
Okay.
So, we'll have to get back to you on that.
Well, if the tax, that will delay my tax statements from going out. I have no other issue, no other way to prevent that. I have to put a note in those. I'm not trying to cause a controversy here. I'm just trying to get back into my office. Your building is open. Your staff has asked me for business cards because people have come in to see me and I'm not in my office. And the reason for the closure was COVID. COVID is over. I don't see why this is such a tough decision for you all to make.
I have a question to help me make up my mind for you. What were you planning to do if COVID was still here? How were you gonna handle this
Oh, we
situation?
were gonna conduct it the way we have been conducting it, but that was acceptable by the Tax Collectors Association because we were in a crisis stage. So everyone made some acquisitions and made some adjustments to their schedule. So that's what we did in the spring because it wasn't clear yet. So we carried on what we did for 2020. But now I've had calls, people wanna come in, I just don't see, since the situation has gone away, why I can't continue to use my office that is still there and functioning.
All right, thank you.
Alrighty, let's see here. Any other board comment?